let me go ahead and at least talk about what you're going to do when you study this section. Most of this you'll say I've seen before. Measures of center, let me list a few of them. Here, what do we know? We've already talked about some. Can I have one? I'm sorry, what? Midpoint? Well, there is one that, so center means we want to be in the middle somewhere. And there is one that begins with the word mid, but it's probably the least known. So I should go over that today. It's called the mid-range. So I'll talk about that shortly. The most common one is the mean. When most people say average, what they really mean is mean. What else is there? There's median, and there's mode. Mode is quite simple. Which data value occurs most often? And I'm going to write down it's usually used with qualitative data. You know, we could do a quick survey here of eye color. How many here have brown eyes? 2, 3, 4, 5. How many have green eyes? I guess I'll do mine. How many have blue eyes? Any other color I can mention? What's that? Hazel. How many have hazel eyes? Okay. How many have black eyes? Let's stay on the place. No, I don't know. Let's see. But anyways, we can collect the data that way, right? What is the mode of our class it look like? Blue eyes. What is the mean of our class in terms of eye color? The mean. That makes no sense. That's ridiculous. Because how do you find a mean? You add them up. How do you add up these eye colors? You can't add eye colors. What's blue plus hazel? Right? Do you guys see what I'm saying? That's ridiculous. It makes no sense. So if people want to talk about a measure of center, what's the central eye color of our class? Well, we can't talk about the mean. That makes no sense. But we could talk about the mode. Which one occurs most often in our class looked like blue to me. Okay? All right. Mean, median, mid-range. These two are the most important for quantitative data. Mean, we talked about. What do? Add up the data, and then what? Divide by number of data points. Okay. And the median, you order the data, and then what do? Yeah, you find the central number. So the way I think of that is I pick off the ends, I pick off the ends, I pick off the ends. Where's the center number going to be? Like if you have 20 data points, I guess between the 10 and the 11 is the right, if they're in order, between number 10 and number 11. So what do? You have to average them. We talked about that, right? But if you have 21 data points, you can chop off the bottom 10 and chop off the top 10, and then there's one left, and that's your median. Okay. So you've seen that before. Mid-range, I just want to point out, because you were mentioning midpoint. The mid-range, okay, this is halfway between the highest and the lowest data value. Halfway between the highest and the lowest. Okay. Here's a vocabulary word we've already used. It's called an outlier. Outliers affect, what do they affect? Which average? Let's be precise. They affect the mean, not the median. Why don't they affect the median? It gets chopped off anyways if it's way out there, right? The mean depends on every data point. That's actually a good thing. If I tell you the mean, somehow everybody was involved. Right? If I computed our mean height in this class, everybody's height was involved. We added all of the heights and divided. If one person was absent, that would change the mean. You guys understand? So there's good and bad about that. It's not so much that one's good and one's bad, it's that you have to know what they do. And this is what we're trying to get across in this section. All right, so I want to compute a mean, a median, a mode, and a mid-range for several different problems. And like I said, I put a lot of thought into what I assigned and then what I was going to do in class. And I wanted to start with problem 12. So let's look at that, problem 12. What page? This is, I don't know, section 3.2. Let's find it. What is it? 95. Distance, what do you mean?
Like mid-range, like the difference between the highest and lowest value.
So, okay, so the range, yeah, we call that the range. That is a measure of variation or of spread. And that's the next section. Okay, so I will get to that. I'm glad you asked. Because, yeah, when you say mid-range, you're starting to push that idea. Okay. So in problem 12, let's see. The Freshman 15 legend. How many have heard of this legend? So what's the myth? Or the, who knows if it's a myth? Maybe it's true. Someone goes away to school, right? They're going to come back 15 pounds heavier. I've seen it happen. I've also seen it not happen. Okay, but that was the old Freshman 15 legend. Let's see. So here's some data. There was a study done. I thought this was kind of cool. A study of the Freshman 15 by 4 scientists. It got published in the Journal of American College Health. Fantastic. All right, so what they do? Here is a simple random sample of freshmen. Oh, what's that mean?
Everyone with an A.
So everyone had an equal opportunity. That means it was a random sample, right? How big is this simple random sample? Well, let me count it up. We have, I'll write it down. We have 11. We have 3. We have 0. -2. 3. -2. -2. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. -2. 7. There's 10. A lot of data. 2, 4, 1, 8, 1, 0, -5, 2. 8. I count 18 data points there. So that means they picked 18 college freshman, and what'd they ask him? Oh, they weighed him. Did you gain or lose weight? Some people lost weight, actually, their freshman year. How much? Somebody lost 5 pounds. A couple people lost 2 pounds. Some people gained 11 pounds. Huh. What do you think about the freshman 15? None of these are 15. Now, could it be someone gained 15 pounds? Sure. Okay. So, anyways, what we're supposed to do is compute the measures of center. So we want to know the mean, the median, the mode. Hey, I can get the mode pretty quickly. Was it really -2? Yeah, there's 4 of them. So I'll say the mode is -2. I'll buy that. Done with that. How about the mid-range? What was the highest? 11. What's the lowest? It was actually negative, wasn't it? -5. And so if I want the point halfway between them, I can add them and then divide by 2. Does that make sense to you guys? I'm basically finding the average of, meaning, what do I mean by average? The mean of 11 and -5. Okay? So the mid-range would be 6/2, which is 3. Oh, okay. So somehow the how much weight was gained, you might say 3 pounds were gained on the average. But what do I mean by average there? I mean, that's the mid-range. Okay, how about the mean, the median, or the, yeah, we need both of those. Well, here's where technology really helps. I thought I'd show you how to do this on your graphing calculator if you want. You guys want to see that? All right, I'll pull out my calculator. I think after we're done with this, we'll take our break. So I got my calculator out. I'm on top of the data, though. There it is. Okay. So, again, to enter a list of data, if I hit the Stat button, it shows me different options, and the first one says Edit. That's what I want to do. I want to edit a list. Okay? So we're going to press Edit. And so what do we do? Well, we're going to go 11, 3, 0. Okay, what's the, oh, you have stuff already in the list. Oh, yeah, that's a problem. So let me show you what to do. Well, you could type over it, but the problem is that if you have like 100 pieces of data, you don't want to type over them all. Let me show you a way to clear it out. Here, guys, suppose I typed in the wrong thing. Watch this. Hit the up arrow until you get right on top of the list. See, I'm on top of L1. And I'm going to press this clear button, and I think it'll go away. And it went away here. And now as soon as I press enter, see, they want to make sure you don't kill it by accident. They give you one more chance. I'll press enter, and it's gone. So go up on top of the name of the list, press clear, and that gets rid of it. All right, now I'm ready to type that data in again. I'm going to pause the recording while I type this in. It's kind of boring. Yes? Yeah, that means hit the second. Then right here it says quit. That gets you back to the home screen. Okay? And now you want to do some stats again. So hit the stats again. Well, what you want to do now is you want to calculate that. So move to the right. Okay. And now if you hit enter. Yeah. So if you hit enter, then press enter again. Yeah, notice you have 17 unit points instead of 18. So that changed your answer a little bit. So maybe there's one you missed. Yeah, that's my case. Sure.
I know some people are done, some people are still working. I want to list some of this. Okay, hold up. Hold up. Now, cut. I am the executive, the CEO of this bank company, and I'm coming to you for advice. See, I have 3 tellers open at the bank. And you know those little things that you played on when you were little, when your mom was at the bank, those dividers? How many played on those? Don't cut the line. Yeah, you're waiting in line. Should I set them up, snaking back and forth, so it's one big line? Or should I set up 3 of them, one for each teller window? That's the question. Now, you've only researched one bank so far, but I want to vote now. Should we do 3 lines or 1 line? You can only vote once. How many say single line? Let's do a single line. How many say let's do 3 different lines? Why? More people are saying let's do 3 different lines. Why are you saying that? What's that? Seems like it would go faster. I'm hearing. All right, let's see what the data tells us. So we recorded where's my Jefferson Valley research team? You guys? All right. We recorded all the data, how many minutes people had to wait. It looks like 6 or 7, huh? All right. So what was the average waiting time, meaning the mean waiting time when we had a single line set up? You got 7.15 minutes. A lot of people got 7.15 minutes. Now, you people that did the other bank, over at Providence, we had 3 lines. What did you guys get for the mean waiting time for that data? You got 7.15. What? How many got 7.15? That's what you guys got. Get out of here. Wait a minute. Is the data the same? Wait, the data's not the same, right? But the mean's the same. All right. Well, let's try a different measure of center. Let's check the median. Median people with a single line, what'd you get? 7.2. Median people with 3 different lines, what'd you get? What'd you get? Are you sure? Is the data the same?
No. What's wrong with this picture?
Well, nothing's wrong with the picture. Yeah, go ahead. Okay. Did you guys have 64.5 for the total sum? Maybe you missed a 7 somewhere. That's my guess. I don't know. That's why, actually, I mean, pen and paper's okay, but I really want to get you guys using the whole list and let the computer do the calculating. You know? But yeah, you knew how to do it for sure, so I'm happy about that. Okay. So what do we do?
I think we do the single line because the wait time's less.
Well, no, it's the same.
Well, I'm just saying, like, overall, the individual lines, they have, the highest waited 10 minutes, and the individual lines,
Yeah.
one person waited 10 minutes the most.
Oh, yeah.
And the other one, the single line, waited 7.7 was the most. So even though in
you're saying 10 minutes is bad.
Yeah, that's bad.
10-minute wait at the bank. How many don't like that? Okay. And what was the most wait here, you said? It was 7.7 minutes was the most. Is that bad? Not as bad as 10. Okay. So you're arguing you want 3 different lines for my bank. Okay. Go ahead. You've seen it happen. So what do you think I should do? Why?
Not everyone scrambles to get in the room.
All right, well, let me tell you, I'm the CEO, and I want my customers happy, right? I want my customers happy so they come back and bank with me again, right? Customer service. Which one of these is going to make my customers happier?
Single line.
We're all saying. Let me get one at a time. It's Kelly. No. Go ahead. Kristen. That's right. Kristen White.
I think they can both make people happy. I mean, like, you have those people that are stubborn and like things their way. They want to go to their color or whatever.
Yeah.
And like, if you're in the single line, like you're not going to get the same color you have.
I understand that, but which way should I set up my bank?
I personally think the single line, but you're going to get people that are mad. The single, like anyway, you're going to
I want them happy in my bank. Go ahead. Yeah. Oh, a 4-minute. Where's there a 4-minute? 4.2 was the least. Wow. Someone got in and out of there. Because they saw that line and they went for it and got it, right? And then over here, what was the least? Everyone waited at least 6.5 minutes over here in this setup. Yeah. Go ahead. Uh-huh. You know, actually, there was an argument in the book like that saying, look, if you have 3 lines and some people get in 4 minutes and some people get 10 minutes, grumble, grumble. So there was an argument made that way. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, with the individual line, kind of the 2 extremes, you have the really short side and the really long side.
Yeah.
Single line.
Do you guys understand here that the data at the 2 banks is different? What's different about it? The range is one thing that's different. I haven't really said what range is yet, but what do you mean by range? The 2 extremes, right? The difference between the extremes is larger here. Matter of fact, we can define range over here. This is 10 minus 4.2. That's 5.8. And this is 7.7 minus 6.5, 1.2, right? The range is not a measure of center. Do you know what it is? It's a measure of, well, our book calls it variation. I've also seen these called measures of spread. Which one has data that's more spread out? The 3 individual lines has the same center, the same mean, same median, but the data is more spread out. Does that make sense to people? We want a nice way of measuring that. One way to measure it, you guys already mentioned, it's called the range. Okay? But that's exactly what we get into in the other section. So I think I want to skip to it. Matter of fact, I want to show you how our book structured these 2 sections. Could you go ahead and flip to the next section and look at problem 24? So it's page 112.
better yet?
No. Well, different people gave different arguments. I mean, I'm listening to my advisors here. You guys are my advisors. So let's see. I want to